How to make your own dried herb mix, recipe ReDux. Before going into the video, we've just printed more copies of what is probably the best plant medicine book ever written, The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. You'll find 800 plus beneficial plants and remedies in the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies, how to recipes of tinctures, teas, decoctions, essential oils, syrups, salves, poultices, infusions, and many other natural remedies that our grandparents used for centuries. What's also special about this book is that it has between 2 and 4 color pictures for each plant and detailed identification guidelines to make sure you've got the right plant. So get your copy by clicking the first link in our description. Now let's get into today's video. It's time for another recipe ReDux, and this month the theme is Get Your Dehydrator On. We were challenged to get creative with dehydrated fruits, vegetables, or other ingredients. You know I border on OCD when it comes to collecting kitchen gadgets, so even I was surprised to be caught off guard on this one. I don't own a dehydrator. Well, never fear, because as I learned last year when I made fruit leather, a regular old oven turned on very low will do the trick just fine. I have a confession to make. I was all set to experiment with carrot chips when I happened to see a post on drying herbs from one of my favorite blogs, Kaylin's Kitchen. One look at my overgrown herb garden, and the full sleeve of garlic sitting in my fruit bowl, that's smelling up all of my fruit, and I quickly decided to borrow Kaylin's recipe and adapt it a bit. I also realized that with the still 100-degree weather we're having in Scottsdale, I wouldn't even need to turn on my oven. Win. It's so easy to dry your own herbs, and it's also a great way to save any that would otherwise go into the compost bin. I love this mixture of rosemary and thyme for fall dishes, but parsley and sage would work. Am I hearing a song here? 2. Just make sure you choose herbs that hold their color well when chopped fine. Add some lemon zest if you like, or garlic or hot pepper flakes would also be nice. Pulse them well in a food processor, and if your house, or patio, is warm, just spread them out and let them dry for a good 5 to 8 hours. If it's really humid or you just want to speed it up, spread them on a microwave-safe plate, cover with a paper towel, and zap them for 1 to 3 minutes. Check them frequently though, because microwaves will vary. So today, I'm sharing a recipe for an herb mixture that goes into one of my favorite marinades for chicken, fish, or vegetables. I add some lemon juice and olive oil to the mix, and it's a great all-purpose and lower sodium marinade. I will admit, I've never thought to dry this herb mixture, so thanks Kaylin for the inspiration. I pulsed everything in the food processor, spread it onto a baking pan, set it out on the patio for a few hours to dry, and voila! Delicious and fresh dried herb mixture with so much flavor you'll never notice that it's lower in salt. And don't forget to check out the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies book, where you'll find 800 plus beneficial plants and remedies on how to recipes of tinctures, teas, decoctions, essential oils, syrups, salves, poultices, infusions, and many other natural remedies that our grandparents used for centuries. What's also special about this book is that it has between 2 and 4 color pictures for each plant and detailed identification guidelines to make sure you've got the right plant. So get your copy by clicking the first link in our description.